here already. You can see. So yeah, let's all go on this phone, please. I need to charge this one. Okay. I'm sorry for the drop your name. I'm sorry for the confusion. La la la. Oh, someone is here already. Hi, Cam. Can someone stream with two phones? Like the same channel? Because I'm streaming on two phones now. Huh? The same channel. Is it possible? Is it possible to stream on two phones as in the same channel? Okay, can I subscribe to you? Yeah, please subscribe, Dollar. Thank you so much. Yeah, people are here already. Please, can we move from here, from this phone to the next phone? Because I need to end this live, this one here. Let's come this way. I never did a live stream. Okay, so you won't know. I already subscribed. Thank you so much, Cam. I didn't know you can use two phones to stream the same channel. I can literally see myself on two phones, same channel. I'm so surprised. So surprised. Oh, you are. I am shocked. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm seeing on two phones, same. I'm shocked, my dear. Honestly. All right, 6-7. Are you happy? So what do we do now? Should I end one? Guys, let me end one phone. Yeah, I will end this one. Yeah. I will end this one. Then I'll move to the other one. Guys, I'm on two phones streaming the same channel. In fact, I don't know what's happening. Guys, I'm ending this one. I'm ending this one here. So please, let's move to the other phone. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm here with you. Can you say Bangchan? Bangchan. Chun chun. Let's go. Please let us like and sub. Are we all here now? When you come in, the first thing to do is to, is to like. Yeah. Guys, are we here now? Oh dear. I don't know if they can hear me. Are we all here now? Yeah, please let's leave that and come here. Let's come here, guys. Ooh, I'm surprised to see that I can use two phones to stream. Wow, that's nice. That's nice. I'll just be speaking to different. I can use 5. That's good. Sounds great, isn't it? All right. Can we drop our names now? You are lagging. Unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with the network. I think this network is very bad. Okay, guys, please drop your names. Let me give you a shout out. Drop your names back to back. Guys, drop your names. I give you a shout out. Okay, are we ready? A big shout out to Avery. A big shout out to Krishna. A big shout out to Melissa. A big shout out to Lias. A big shout out to Kiki. Hi, Amanda. A big shout out to Teron. A big shout out to Angelica. Shout out to Mylene. A big shout out to Scarlett. A big shout out to Denisa. A big shout out to your lovely mama, Melissa. And Your name, Can McKenna. You're pretty. Thank you so much, gorgeous. You're gorgeous as well. A big shout out to Amanda. A big shout out to Prince Jeremiah. A big shout out to Lias. You look like teacher from my school. Oh, that's good. She must be very pretty. A big shout out to Mira. A big shout out to Samari. I love your hair. Thank you so much, gorgeous. Do you have pets? I used to have. A big shout out to Kaylee. I wish I was like you. I am a you are a what? Sorry, I didn't get that. Ned. A big shout out to Siltel. Let's go. A big shout out to Lan. Clark it. You look so pretty. Thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Ned. You mean Ned? What is Ned? I don't know. A big shout out to Scarlett. Amanda, can you say that again? And I love your voice. Oh, thank you so much, Kaylee. I love you too. I love you. Thank you. A big shout out to tomorrow is my birthday. You sing for me. Yes, I will sing for you. A big shout out to Junior. Guys, let's drop our names. I will give you a shout out. Let's go. Clock in. A big shout out to Grace. A big shout out to Mason. Oh, a big shout out to Junior. Please, if I'm not pronouncing your name well, apologies. You can tell me how to do it. I will. I wish I was like you. You are so on so unpopular. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm not popular, but it is what it is. A big shout out to Chandler. A big shout out to Mylene. A big shout out to Judex. A big shout out to I love your hair. Thank you, gorgeous. I sub and like to your video. Thank you so much, Pablo. Thank you. I love your voice. Oh, thank you, Melissa. A big shout out to Shade. Shout out to Ken Hana. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Drop your names. I give you a shout out. Let's go. When you come in, please let's like and subscribe. Please let's like and subscribe. Thank you. Drop your names. A big shout out to Rose. Shout out to Leah. A big shout out to Milene. Shout out to Paddy. A big shout out to Rose. Shout out to Ria. I remember you, dear. A big shout out to Legend. Shout out to Frankie. I'm fine, Legend. And you? Are you good? A big shout out to Sella. Let's go. A big shout out to Sarah. A big shout out to Frankie. A big shout out to Harmony. Guys, let us go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Nick Kaya. Shout out to Evelyn. Let's go. A big shout out to Millie. A big shout out to Sarah. Guys, let's go like and subscribe back to back. A big shout out to Sophia. My name is Essay. You can call me Kiki. That's my channel's name. A big shout out to Maddie. A big shout out to Eva and Benu. A big shout out to Lily. Please, let's like and subscribe. Can we take the like to 20? Please. A big shout out to Jordan. You guys have pretty names. Absolutely gorgeous. A big shout out to Alina. A big shout out to Nikaya. A big shout out to Alina. Oh, you seem so sweet. Thank you so much, darling. You're cute and sweet as well. A big shout out to Zach. A big shout out to Fatima. Shout out to Arabella and Ricky. A big shout out to Lara. A big shout out to Fatima. Shout out to Egg EGG. A big shout out to Lisa. A big shout out to Nick Kaya. A big shout out to Nasi. I beg your pardon, Marcy. A big shout out to Abby. Oh, a big shout out to Isha's P. Yeah. How do you do your hair? So cute and nice. I love it. Thank you so much, gorgeous. Yeah, I made my hair myself. So, yeah, it is what it is. A big shout out to Ugo. Guys, please let's go like and sub. Let's sub. Okay, a big shout out to Adrian. A big shout out to Lias. Let's go. I say 1738. A big shout out to Metal. A big shout out to... No, I can't put that. They will flag me. I'm sorry. I can't play any music now because YouTube will give me copyright. I don't know why they are doing that. But when I'm free from copyright, I will do it. Because I don't like... I will love music on my life. But because of the copyright, I just keep it and stop it. A big shout out to Pateman. Hi. Please let's go like and subscribe. Hiya. Shout out to Alexander. A big shout out to Cookie. A big shout out to TJ. A big shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Ritinka. Guys, let's go subscribe. A big shout out to Kiki. I love your hair. Thank you, gorgeous. Yeah, thank you so much. A big shout out to Alexander. Guys, if you're just joining, can we take the like up to 20? I just need 2 more amazing persons to take the like to 20. And please, we shouldn't forget to subscribe. Just a sec, please. Oh. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, please let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's go. A big shout out to Faith. A big shout out to KJ. A big shout out to Vera. A big shout out to Aurora. A big shout out to Millie. Shout out to Keith. A big shout out to Ref. A big shout out to RDC. A big shout out to Catherine. Yes. Thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Wacko. A big shout out to Kamsin. Let's go. A big shout out to Lauren. A big shout out to Faith. If you want to ask a question, you wait till the end of the stream, please. 10 minutes to the end. A big shout out to Gracie. For now, we are just giving shout out back to back. That's why I will say put down your name. I'll give you shout out back to back. A big shout out to Faris. A big shout out to Millie. A big shout out to Caitlin. A big shout out to Ella. Shout out to Asha. A big shout out to Onta. Shout out to Alexander. A big shout out to Peteman. Guys, please let's subscribe and like. A big shout out to Vanny. A big shout out to Sheen. A big shout out to Leona. Shout out to Jasmine. Hi, it's me. A big shout out to you, Anaya. I do remember you, darling. A big shout out to Rosie. A big shout out to Nikaya. A big shout out to Woj. Woj, wow. Long time, Woj. Oh my days. Stranger. A big shout out to Raphael. A big shout out to Luna. Woj, where have you been? You've been busy, right? That's absolutely fine. A big shout out to Rosa. A big shout out to Dorothy. A big shout out to Alexander. A big shout out to Avalon. A big shout out to Ivy. Guys, I want to say a very big thank you to you all for your support, for your love, for everything from the bottom of my heart. I want to say thank you. And I want to thank everyone that have subscribed. So today we have 6,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for everything you've done. I'm really, really grateful. Yeah, we are looking forward for greater and better days ahead. Guys, yeah, thank you so much. A big shout out to Ari. A big shout out to Jude. A big shout out to Delia. A big shout out to Arudi. A big shout out to Daria. A big shout out to Delia. A big shout out to Alicia. A big shout out to Tali. A big shout out to Vanessa. You like and sub. Oh, thank you so much, Aleli. Anali. Thank you so, so much. A big shout out to Glenn. A big shout out to Fabian. Fabian. A big shout out to GM. A big shout out to Daria. A big shout out to Alexander. Oh, no worries. A big shout out to Malaika. You're welcome, darling. A big shout out to Janelle. A big shout out to Kata. Shout out to Nobu man. A big shout out to Sienna. Are you in Jamaica? No, my darling. I'm in the UK. Clock it. A big shout out to Jipe. A big shout out. You love my hair. Thank you so much. We slay just like that. A big shout out to Jipe. A big shout out to Nikaya. A big shout out to Jaron. A big shout out to Elona. Shout out to Nova. A big shout out to Elena. Guys, let's please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Guys, let's go. Like and sub. I love your hair so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, guys, you all are so sweet. Thank you so much. What am I thinking now? Okay. A big shout out to Hapa. A big shout out to Ava. You have a good voice. Oh, thank you, Ken. From South Africa. Shout out to... A big shout out to Maret. All the way from South Africa. Yay! Thank you so much for... Nice to meet you. You're welcome. Please like and subscribe. A big shout out to Atara. Please let's go like my friend from South Africa and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. A big shout out to Ava. I love your shirt, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. A big shout out to Laundry. A big shout out to Zara. A big shout out to Jera. You have a YouTube channel like me. Oh, Glenn. Nice to meet you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Alina. You look like Banglan Bangchad from Stray Kid. It's a oh, Bangchan should be very cute, isn't it? So if anyone is looking like me, just know the person is cute and gorgeous. Kidding, anyways. A big shout out to Copper. A big shout out to Ash. A big shout out to Raya. I love your hair. Thank you, gorgeous. Oh, your voice is so good, ma. I love you. Thank you so much. I can't hear you guys' voice, but I know you guys also have pretty voice, lovely voice. A big shout out to Raha. A big shout out to Raha. Let's go. You're nice. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Fatima. Let's go. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. The like here is not moving at all. Yeah, the like is not going up. It's just one like since. So a big shout out to Jeffrey. Guys, let's take the like up to 40 for me. Yeah, let's take the like up to 40. And please don't forget to, yeah, to sub. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Yeah. Hi, a big shout out to Yim. A big shout out to Corey. A big shout out to Marily. You are so beautiful. Thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Sophia. And you are the best. Oh, Clark it. You are the best as well. A big shout out to Alani. A big shout out to Toby. A big shout out to Reynaldo. A big shout out to LinkedIn. Let's go, guys. Please let us like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Toby. Shout out to Alexander. A big shout out to Emmy. A big shout out to Tando. A big shout out to Reynaldo. Let's go, 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 go. A big shout out to Belle. I like your hair. Oh, thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Sophia. It's pretty much. Thank you so much. I don't know why my nose is inching me. Like, nose, if you want to sneeze, sneeze and stop inching me. I'm tired. A big shout out to Boss Hell. Please help me tell the nose to, if it wants to sneeze, please sneeze and stop inching me. Yeah, Tinky. A big shout out to LinkedIn. Let's go. A big shout out to Ayon. A big shout out to Sukmani. A big shout out to Taba. Powerful names. A big shout out to Mackenzie. A big shout out to Braid. A big shout out to Selo. Your voice slay. Yeah, yeah. A big shout out to Mila. My name is Andy and I just saw your video. The most inspiring word. And it was like gibberish. I commented on it and I liked. Thank you so much. A big wait, I'm coming, guys. Guys, I'm coming. Please, 1 minute. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just went downstairs, so I thought, I'm choking here. So I thought there's something that is burning, but nothing. Yeah, nothing. Probably it's around or something. So I had to run to go check, but nothing like that. Probably it's my neighbor or outside somewhere here. Okay. Guys, I'm coming. I spilled something as I was going downstairs. So let me just wipe. I'm sorry. Okay, are we ready? Let's carry on. Okay. A big shout out to Jade. A big shout out to oh, your name. A big shout out to Wania. Let's go. A big shout out to Alexander. Guys, let us like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Can we take the like up to 50? Thank you. A big shout out to Kath. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you. A big shout out to Mackenzie. Shout out to Arila. Cheers, guys. Cheers. A big shout out to Memphis. A big shout out to Lillian. A big shout out to Nate Gaming. Oh, let's go. Why did you throw? I didn't throw up. I'm not pregnant. A big shout out to Jasmine. I love your voice. Thank you so much. I love you too. A big shout out to Maria. A big shout out to Avelina. Shout out to Autumn. Shout out to Cheska. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Gracine. Shout out to Maxine. I love you. I love your hair beads. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Avelina. Let's go. A big shout out to Piggy. A big shout out to Ava. Shout out to Nias. Shout out to Taylor. A big shout out to Madili. Shout out to Peepa. A big shout out to Ale. You're welcome. Guys, please, let's take the like up to 50. Thank you so much. Please, can we take the like up to 50? Please, let's take the like up to 50. Go on. A big shout out to Tinashe. A big shout out to Gia. I love your hair band, and your hair and your outfit. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Vanya. A big shout out to Rev. A big shout out to Skylar. A big shout out to Melanis. A big shout out to Seba. Thank you. Are you in South Africa? No, I'm not in South Africa. I'm in the UK. Gia. A big shout out to Ref. A big shout out to Jima. A big shout out to Kayla. A big shout out to Ayana. Thank you so much, Pete Man. A big shout out to Alexander. Guys, let's take the like up to. Hi, just join. Hi, Charlotte. Welcome. Welcome in. A big shout out to Charlotte. Let's go. A big shout out to Alana. I am about to go to school, so I have leave the phone at home, so I can't watch you. Oh, you're going to school. Oh, my darling. I'll miss you. All the best, okay? Be good. Bye. A big shout out to Grayson. A big shout out to Tumova. A big shout out to Matilda. I am from Pakistan. A big shout out to you, all the way from Pakistan. A big shout out to How. A big shout out to Phoenix. From Dubai. Hi, my brother from Dubai. Nice to meet you. A big shout out to Alexander. Let's go. A big shout out to Habi. Guys, can we go like and subscribe? Thank you so very much. You made my day. Oh, clock it. A big shout out to Matildes. Matildes hasta Vande. A big shout out to Hessa. Bye, gorgeous. I will see you soon. Please, if you've not subscribed, please let's go like and sub. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Sassy. A big shout out to Olivia. A big shout out to Petra. A big shout out to Olivia. A big shout out to Juliana. I sub. Thank you for subscribing, gorgeous. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Naza. A big shout out to Mimi. A big shout out to Rayan. Shout out to Leland. Shout out to Aina. A big shout out to Mimi. Shout out to Sarah. Sarah, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Maya. A big shout out to Andre. You made my day. Oh, thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Pro Mandy. A big shout out to Alexander, all the way from Jamaica. I love you guys' music. Yeah, you guys have beautiful music. Artists in Jamaica. All the way from, a big shout out to Natalia. A big shout out to Sarah. I subscribe. Thank you so much, Maya. A big shout out to Wendy. You're so pretty. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Daphne. Shout out to Ima. Love from UK. Love from UK as well. I'm in the UK. Yeah, I've been subscribed. I know. Thank you so much. Thank you. We love you too. I love you too. A big shout out to Sunday. I'm so happy and you are pretty. Oh, thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Enia. A big shout out to Ramia. Ramia. Pretty names. A big shout out to Taylor. Again, a big shout out to Ima. Good afternoon, gorgeous, from South Africa. You're welcome. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Put down your name. I will give you a shout out, okay? I think I have more South Africans here. I don't know, probably they are the one telling me where they are coming from. So I think I've seen like 2 South Africans here, and yeah, you guys are welcome. Nice to meet you. I'm from Nigeria, but I live in the UK. A big shout out to Wendy. A big shout out to Angela. Good afternoon, Debrify. Hi. I have subscribed to your channel from Southport, England. Yay! A big shout out to you, George. Thank you so much for subscribing. I am Sif pronoun. Okay, a big shout out to Sipie. Thank you. Nice to meet you. All the way from South Africa, Sipie. Okay, please let's like and subscribe. A big shout out to Sarah. A big shout out to Eliana. A big shout out to Angela from India. You're welcome. A big shout out to Mon. A big shout out to Sarah. I just like the video. Thank you so much, gorgeous. So where do you live? I live in the UK. A big shout out to Love from Netherlands. Yay! Nice to meet you. Welcome, everyone. Please let's share, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to watch more enjoyable content. Wow. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love that. Guys, please, you're welcome, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to watch more enjoyable content. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. It's free. It's absolutely free. It's just to click, and that's all. You don't need to pay anything to subscribe and to like. God bless you all. Thank you for that. What's your name? 3311. Yeah, I love that comment, so I just have to pin it. Thank you for that. A big shout out to Leia from Australia. Oh, beautiful. A big shout out to Demintra. Shout out to Yusuf. Hi, Yusuf. You're very pretty. Thank you so much, my gorgeous. A big shout out to Nika. A big shout out to Amber. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Faith. It's about time we add a woman on from. What do you mean, George? Oh, it's about time we had a woman on from England. Yeah, I don't know. What do you mean? So I know. A big shout out to Omaha. Hi from London. Wow. Hi from Devon. I'm in Devon, UK. A big shout out to Faith all the way from England. Yay. Clock it. You're beautiful. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you, my diva. I made you say all. A big shout out to Kalogate. A big shout out to Yandiswa on here. Oh, okay. So you mean English woman to do live streaming? Is that what you're trying to say? I think that is what you're trying to say. A big shout out to Isabella. No, I'm not. A big shout out to when are you going back live? I'll be going back. I can go back 6 or 7 p.m. UK time. 6 or 7 p.m. UK time. Yeah. A big shout out to Luna. A big shout out to Maya. A big shout out to Tamban. A big shout out to Jessica and Jude. A big shout out to Mia. A big shout out to Adine. A big shout out to Alisa. Shout out to Savannah. Shout out to Tamban. Let's go. Please, let's take the like up to 60 for me. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Adesin. A big shout out to Kira. Hi, I love your hair. Oh, thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Sophia and Alex. A big shout out to John Rain. Cheers. Cheers, guys. A big shout out to Ibrahim. A big shout out to Sarah. I love you too, Sarah. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Savannah. Thanks. Can I have one more shout out? Drop your name. I will give you, okay? But please, let's subscribe. Let's subscribe. Thank you so much. I am Jessica. You already did me, but... Okay, a big shout out to Jessica and your boyfriend, Jude. Two lovers. A big shout out to Luna and Lucas. You love my voice. Thank you so much. I have a YouTube that it's called. Oh, that's lovely. Andel. B5P. A big shout out to Lily. A big shout out to Pinty. A big shout out to Yandiswa. Oh, let's go. A big shout out to Brayley. A big shout out to Faith. Let's go, guys. Let's like and subscribe. A big shout out to Alexander Halley. A big shout out to Viha. A big shout out to B. Let's go, guys. Put down your name. I give you a shout out. Let's go, 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 go. Please, let's like and subscribe. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to watch more enjoyable content. Please, let's go like and sub. Let's go, go, go. Thank you so much for liking my hair. Thank you. I love you all. I love your sweater and your voice and your hair. Thank you. That's amazing. A big shout out to Alexander. A big shout out to Kaylee. Oh, thank you so much. A big shout out to Krishna. Hi, Krishna. Big shout out to Bella. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you. A big shout out to Philo. Hi, Philo. A big shout out to Void Feed. You just go back, Daisy. Welcome back. Welcome. Please, guys, let's go like and sub. Let's take the like up to 65. A big shout out to Bia. But I have to go because it's 12 a.m. in the morning. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Absolutely okay. A big shout out to Faith. Shout out to Alexander. Please let's go like and subscribe. I love you all. I love you all. Yes, I remember you. A big shout out to Azan. How are you, Azan? Shout out to Josie. You're so pretty. Thank you, Faith, my gorgeous lady. You're pretty as well. Now and forever. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's like and sub. Let's like and sub. Thank you so much. I love you all. Okay. A big shout out to Samantha. Pretty names. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Samantha. All right. A big shout out to, you're welcome. A big shout out to, please let's like and sub. Thank you. Can we all drop our names, please? Please let's drop our names. Hi Kathy. How are you, gorgeous? Aww. How are you, gorgeous? Chloe. A big shout out to Chloe. Hi from Taured. Ah, a big shout out to Dabia and Daniela. A big shout out to Olivia. A big shout out to Kathy. Hi, I'm Faith and I just sub. Hi, Faithy. Hi, Faith. Faithy, Faithy. Hi, Alexander. A big shout out to Lamzella. Good morning, Cathy. How are you? A big shout out to Bexley. Guys, let's go like and sub. Thank you so much. Ta la 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 lun lun. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Genevieve. Yeah, let me see that. When do you end your live stream? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I do more than 1 hour. Minimum is 1 hour, except if the network is so bad. Yeah, minimum is 1 hour. So it depends. If I have more people that are engaging like this, they are engaging, people are chatting, people are dropping their names, yeah, people are talking, you know. Yeah, I want to stay more, but if people don't drop their names, they don't chat, you know, yeah, I will just, you know, I will just end it. Yeah, that's what I do. A big shout out to Neva. A big shout out to Besley. A big shout out to Siona. A big shout out to Sophia. A big shout out to Sibale. A big shout out to Sierra. A big shout out to Carissa. A big shout out to Biniami. A big shout out to Faith. A big shout out to Kurioi from Japanese. Hi. Please subscribe and like. A big shout out to Zira. Let's subscribe and like. It doesn't cost anything. It's very free to subscribe, free to like. So please, let's go do it. A big shout out to Ella. A big shout out to Cathy Claire. Shout out to Sebastian. Shout out to Zira. Hi, girl. Hi, my diva. Big shout out to Teju. Shout out to Leela. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's go. A big shout out to Julia. Shout out to Kanti. Shout out to Mila. Shout out to Lulu. Shout out to Claudia. Shout out to Beltina. Shout out to Christian. A big shout out to Sheba. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to Christian. Shout out to Alexander. Please, let's go like and sub. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Toots. A big shout out to Ida. Shout out to Navana. A big shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Viha. A big shout out to London. London. A big shout out to Rita. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to Juhon. Big shout out to Lena. Shout out to Faith. Guys, let's go like and sub. Thank you so much. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. A big shout out to Farah. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Guys, let's go like and sub. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Linnea. All right, Faith. Clock it. Thank you, girl. A big shout out to Bava. A big shout out to Manny. A big shout out to Darcy. Shout out to Luca. A big shout out to Vera. Big shout out to Keifa. A big shout out to Victoria. Big shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Penny. A big shout out to Yara. Guys, please let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Yes, please let's subscribe. Thank you. You remember me? Yes, I do. A big shout out to Penny Lawrence. A big shout out to Victoria. A big shout out to Victor. I think that is what you said. You corrected me, and yeah. A big shout out to Impact. A big shout out to Linnea. A big shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Yuri. Shout out to JK Park City. Shout out to Kelsey. Big shout out to Cassidy. Shout out to Sienna. Guys, let's go like and sub. If you're just coming in, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It is free to like. It is free to subscribe. Please, let's go do it. Sleep. A big shout out to your lovely friend, Faith Rosie. A big shout out to Zano Tando. A big shout out to Jordan. A big shout out to Amelie. A big shout out to Victorino. Shout out to Leslie. Guys, let's take the like up to 80. Please, can we take the like up to 80? What if my subscriptions are full, but I really would want to? Yeah, what you need to do is just look at people that you think probably their accounts are not active, like probably they're not using their account anymore. Yeah, you can take them down and put new people that are using their account. That is what I do. You understand? That is what I do. Some accounts are not existing, so I don't just keep them there. A big shout out to Martina. Thank you. You pretty, you gorgeous, darling. Shout out to Camila. Can we drop our names? Let me give you a shout out, gorgeous. Please don't forget to subscribe. Can we take the like up to 90, gorgeous? Slay. Shout out to Faith. Oh, thank you, gorgeous. I'm going on the other accounts to like and to subscribe. Oh, that's nice. A big shout out to Azzy. Shout out to Keria. Shout out to Bonjour. Ça va? Ça va bien, merci et vous? Comment tu t'appelles? Absolutely. Can I have a shout out? Hi. A big shout out to Mabel. A big shout out to Steph. I hope you. Yeah, Philo. I didn't see any donation, unfortunately. I forgot you said that, but I didn't get any donation from you at all. A big shout out to Stella. A big shout out to Avi. It is raining, guys. Nice and warm. A big shout out to Diva. Hi, Diva. Diva. A big shout out to Fanet. A big shout out to Rimsa. What country are you? I'm in the UK. A big shout out to Beyonce. Shout out to Tama. UK too. That's lovely. It's raining today, isn't it? Are you in Glasgow? No, I'm not in Glasgow. I'm in Devon. A big shout out to Besnick. Guys, can we take the like up to 90? You're literally gorgeous, bro. Thank you so much, bro. A big shout out to Tana. Shout out to Marcy. Shout out to Besnick. You are so gorgeous. Oh, thank you, bro. A big shout out to Marcy. I am from um Amanda. Is that your name or is the name of a? I think it's the name of a country. Yeah, please write your name, please, for me. A big shout out to Asa. A big shout out to Arena. Shout out to Isabella. Terry from last night. A big shout out to Dari. Is it Dari or Daisy? But I'm saying Dari. A big shout out to Adsa. Shout out to Ayanda. A big shout out to Daisy. Now it's corrected. Hope you are good, Daisy. Shout out to Sage. Shout out to Lindija. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sophie. Please, let's like and sub. Yeah, let's take the like up to 1K. Yeah.